Let me give you a small timeline of my life. 2 years ago, watching YouTube videos every single day in the morning. In the evening, watch some TV series for 2 hours as well. Eat everyday fast food, of course. Not the same one because it is boring. We were eating completely different types of fast food. Didn't have any type of hobbies, constantly being bored by everything and wondering, so life is so boring. I don't know what I want to do. Not progressing in anything, even at school. And by the way, at school I had terrible grades, less than the average ones. Now, learning 8 languages, learn some programming languages as well, learn biology, medicine, run consistently, exercise consistently, do yoga, became the most flexible that I have ever been in my life, top 5 in my class, became super efficient with my time management, and improved my mental health. Do you want to know how I did that? So basically, I'm gonna create a small video about this topic, and you're exactly in the right place right now. Because today we're gonna talk about the 6 biggest time wasters that you have in your life. And this garbage you have to throw out of your house right away and right now. So grab your favorite snack and let's start. First one, watching TV. There are several drawbacks about television. In particular, you are rotting your physical health, mental health, you're wasting your time on spending several hours a day just looking at the screen without rest, because I doubt that you give your eyes rest. You're spending time only with your big squared friend and not with the actual friends or with your family. And I doubt that you're actually learning something new. Because let's face it, in YouTube at least you have capacity and possibility to learn something new, and you have a choice to choose something beneficial. You can choose a course, you can choose a learning path on YouTube and learn something new and to progress in your career or in just your hobbies. But on television, yes, you can find some favorite or interesting program or channel, but I really doubt that you are finding something that really beneficial for you when you watch television. I used to watch an enormous amount of some stupid telecoms, tele-reality shows that really didn't give me any benefit. So if you want to save some of your time, stop watching television. 2. Procrastination. I know a lot of people struggle with procrastination. I have several videos on how you can beat this beast, how you can beat procrastination and finally start living your life fully and completely. So if you're interested, you can check them out. But for now, think about this. You're living your life and you have all the possibilities and all the capabilities, or create a business, start a YouTube channel, write a book, write a journal, start this modeling agency, go to this cooking class, or just basically live your life in whatever way you want to. And a lot of these things are really scary and you are really afraid of failure. And this actually our human instinct that we have from our ancient ancestors, that we have to isolate ourselves from failure, we have to isolate ourselves from danger, because our brain perceives the state of failure or fear of failure like the danger of death. So you have to pursue and you have to learn from your failures to step upward towards your goal. And when you actually procrastinate, this is the biggest sign that you are simply scared of doing the task that you are procrastinating on. There are several techniques to beat procrastinations, including either frog method, 80-20 principle, batching the tasks, tackling the most important things in the morning. When you complete those tasks, you feel much more accomplished compared to when you spend 2 hours on TikTok. I remember when I had this project and I did understand that I could finish it in literally 30 minutes, but I still procrastinated 2 hours on TikTok because I was scared of doing this task, even though I would spend much less time on this than basically watching TikToks for 2 hours. The third one, saying yes. I heard the quote that do not be afraid of saying yes or you will miss opportunities. But I don't see this quote as a great advice. Why, you would ask? Well, when you actually say no, you are giving yourself much more opportunities and much more time for yourself and for your needs and for your hobbies than when you're saying yes when you don't want to. Because guess what? When you're saying yes when you want to, this is a great benefit for you. This is a great way to step out of your comfort zone and to increase your communication skills or just step out of in a different world and different perspective for your life. But when you're saying yes, even if you don't want to, you're abstaining your growth and you're abstaining your self-development journey. You have to learn how to say no to the people that you don't want to work on or you don't want to spend your forces, spend your power on the tasks that you not really feel fulfilling to do. At first, it will be really difficult. I spent more than a year trying to learn this skill because I didn't have enough of space to talk to people and I was really scared and shy of talking to new people and to strangers. And so when I started to say no to them, I felt myself like I'm not worthy enough. Who am I to talk like this to them? And do I really have the capacity and do I have a right to do this? But you always have a right to do the things like you feel right to do. 4. Perfectionism. I filmed a video about 8 Japanese techniques to overcome laziness, and so wabi-sabi technique really states that you have to embrace imperfection in your life if you want to achieve the greatness. The people who are overly perfectionist, and I really used to be a great perfectionist, they are more likely to procrastinate on the task because they are thinking that they better off tackling this task from the full potential over 100% rather than completing this task not perfectly enough, not greatly enough. But I have understood that even if you didn't get this task right like you wanted to, you still tried and you still have done it. And if you got some failures along the way or some difficulties, you have to just work on them. It doesn't mean that you are not worthy enough or you are not perfect enough. All of the people are not perfect, and many different people have different understanding of perfection. And this is constitutes the fact that the whole world is not perfect at all. Like, there are so many things that are beautiful in just being imperfect. You have to embrace it and you have to learn from this. 5. Multitasking. If you want to achieve great results and be more efficient in your tasks, you have to focus on solely one task at a time. Our brains didn't evolve in the way that they have to multitask on a bunch of different tasks. Even if you eat breakfast and watch TV at the same time, it's also a part of multitasking. I always like to tell this story to people when we had a quarantine on 2020. And I used to eat my breakfast while sending my emails and while listening to a Zoom meeting. A complete multitasking. But when I started getting the bad results from my grades and from my school, I have understood that multitasking is not a great way to tackling the tasks. I started to focus on solely one task at a time, and this really increased my grades and increased my efficiency in my project management. I had great difficulties with that. I couldn't focus at all. And so I started meditating to help me to focus only on one thing at a time. And when I started meditating, I started to feel more comfortable with focusing on solely one task. And then I eliminated multitasking from my life completely. And the last one, worrying, being anxious, being stressed about the thing that's not necessary in your life. And even if those things are really necessary and really important in your life, you still have to keep calm and stay tranquil, because your nervous system is really precious to you. You don't want to spend it or waste it on some type of projects that are not really that important in your life. The most important things in your life is your health and your mental well-being. If you worry about the things, or you're just being completely anxious of all of your work responsibilities, of your projects that you have, you can start journaling, you can start shadow work questions, and you can start filling the journal in the matter that you are being grateful for some type of things. You can write every single day 3 things that you are grateful for today. Like, I'm grateful for the food that I have on the table. I'm grateful for the clothes that I have. I'm grateful for the home that I have. You can add as many as you wish, and the more the better, because trust me, there are plenty of things that you can be grateful for in your life. If you have some more biggest time wasters in your life, please share them in the comments down below, as well as some techniques to overcome these time wasters. If you like this video, please share your opinions in the comments down below, give me your thumbs up, subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this, and I'll see you in my next videos. Goodbye! So let's say bye-bye, of course, when I film the conclusion of this video. Every time, thanks a lot. Goodbye.